Okay, we're live, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the time out of your afternoon. We're starting a little earlier today because of scheduling issues, but thank you guys for showing up. I'm Joshua Paul, Marketing Director for SampleServe. I have with us, I got Russell Schindler, CEO of SampleServe, and Paul Goodrow of Interim Partners. And this is our SampleServe Masterclass Wednesdays. So I'm going to let you start it off, Paul. Take it away. And keep in mind, put a comment, put a question in the chat at any time, even after this is over. We'll get to it. And then if you know anybody that you think this would be helpful for, give this a share to them too. This video will stay live after this is over as well. So take it away, Paul.
Thanks, Josh. I was hoping you'd tell us a little bit more about how to make homemade Egg McMuffins, but I guess we'll leave that for the next master class. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Hey, good morning, afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Midsummer, it's beautiful up here in northern Michigan. I hope it's beautiful where you are. We're active in the field season. We're seeing a lot of sampling right now from our users and our customers. It's a very active time. If you're not on vacation, you're probably out in the field doing sampling or doing field work. So thanks for your time. As Josh said, this is every Wednesday. So please join us. Usually it's 1 o'clock. We had to move the schedule up a little bit today, but it's usually 1 o'clock every Wednesday. What we try to do is bring some tips forward so that you can learn our system more than you have learned it already. It's really designed for our current and future users. Over the last 6 months, we've had over 300 users using our application. So we hope all 299 of them are here. I'm sure someone's on vacation. So again, thanks for joining us. The purpose, again, is really to share with you tips and other customer experiences. We're always modifying the software to align with the business needs or the use cases that our clients are using. So please feel free to send us anything that you'd like to see either modified or enhanced. We'll certainly put it in our queue and we'll get after it. Secondly, it's really about helping you become successful. We really believe that digital transformation is ongoing in the industry. It will continue throughout the next few years. Some companies are taking it up faster than others, but for those of you who are using our technology or want to use our technology, we want to help you be successful. And if you're successful, we're successful. So please, again, send us any questions, any enhancements, modifications you'd like to see to our system. We'll certainly address that. So again, welcome. Thank you. And Russell, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay. First of all, I want to talk about a program that we offer. We've been actually working with Western Michigan University's Hydro Field Camp since probably 2013, 2014. And they're actually now using our software as part of their curriculum, showing the students. First, they teach everything, how to do groundwater flow contours, ice chemical contours, and all that manually. But then they switch over and actually use our software to show them how to do it digitally. So we're happy to participate with them. They had over 18 students just sign up last week, and they're using our software as we speak to do some of their homework, their projects. And we're happy to do that. And if you've got a college or a high school or university in your town, or even a nonprofit, maybe they've got a project in their area that they're concerned about, we're happy to allow free use of our software to kind of help with those school projects or help that nonprofit kind of keep track of things. So happy to do that. And like I said, we're happy to continue our support with Western Michigan University.
Yeah, Russell, I wonder how long has the field camp been going on? Do you know? I mean, it's been probably 20 years.
Yeah, it's been going on a long time. And we started participating. I can't remember the exact year. Every year I get a T-shirt, and this is actually my favorite one because it's got the little sleeves and everything. So I wore this one today. Every year they give me a T-shirt. I'm just proud to be part of that. So, yeah. And just by the way, both Paul and I are actually graduates of Western Michigan.
We are. University. Yes, we are. And we turned out just fine, didn't we?
We did. So far, anyway.
So far, so good. I just wanted to shout out to Tom Howe. Tom's been a great endorser of our product. He is involved in leadership of the field camp. He also sits on the advisory board that I participate in. Tom's been a great, as I said, endorser of our product and of SampleServe. So thanks, Tom. I don't know if you were able to join today, but if you weren't, thank you. Thank you very much.
He's a scratch golfer as well.
Oh boy. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get it going. We're gonna move on to tips and tricks
Let's
how
get
to.
going, Josh. This is really getting kind of slow. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep the pace up a little bit.
All right. First, I'm going to hand it over to Russell. He's going to talk about scope of work reports and the project management tool. So
Okay.
take it over, Russell. I'm going to give you hold of the screen here.
Okay. All right. So whenever you enter a project into our system, and I'm using a client's project, they've given us permission to show their data and stuff like that. So here's a project that's actually scheduled for next month on the 13th. And one of the things we want to talk about is we allow you to kind of print out paper work scope if you want it. You don't have to. Everything's really going to be on your mobile app as well, but some people like to see this paper, helps them do some planning. And really one of the kind of the key ones here is once you've picked your schedule, you can go up here, you can look at the schedule here, you can click on the forms, and then just print out a work scope report. That's going to build your report. And it's going to tell you everything about that you need on this particular project on that day. And so what it allows you to do is it's going to give you a kind of a summary of the project. It's going to tell you like if you're going to be gauging, sampling, that kind of stuff. It's actually going to give you a bottle list, so you know when you go out in the field, it's going to tell you you better have at least 36, 40 mil boas. And then what it's going to do is also, if you're going to be doing low flow sampling, it's going to tell you how many feet of tubing you're going to need in order to complete that project. So if you're using new tubing, you can see here there's almost 350 feet of tubing that they're going to need, and you're going to have to make sure you've got that. Bring a couple of at least 400-foot rolls with you if you're going to need it. And then it's also going to look back at the last time individual wells were sampled, total up the contamination, and then tell you the order in which you should sample in order to go from clean to dirty. So there's a lot of other information in the work scope with lab reshipping too, that kind of stuff. But this is really the key stuff for the field person to be successful and spend less time having to look this information up.
Yeah, this is one thing I asked Russell to share with the team today, because I remember when I was doing a lot of work, I had to write a work plan for the work plan, which seemed a little weird and redundant, which it was. And, at this point with technology, especially SampleServe, you can basically develop your work plan as an integrated product of your sample setup. So you're setting up your projects, you're setting up the frequency, you're setting up the analytes, you're setting up the station, the location of the site, and all the static information. You don't have to create a separate document. It is created for you. And I think the second thing really for me, and I get excited about this, I don't know why, but you can share with your client or a regulator to confirm that, this is the frequency, these are the locations, this is the analytes you want to use, and this is your work plan. So, you get it right the first time, you don't have to go back and do it a second time. So I think it's a great feature. It's something we don't really promote much, but it's something that's available, and it's in the functionality we already have for SampleServe ENVs. So it sounds great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
No problem. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Russell. We're going to move on to the field app. And I just wanted to cover a little. It's a pretty simple tip and trick today, but it's very important when people are in the field and you're managing all the projects that you have on your field app connected to your username and workspace. So here's the field app right here. And I just want to mention and describe the filter functionality when you're looking at all your projects. So all the projects that are connected to my workspace will show up here when I load up the field app. Now the green arrow here shows that this one is downloaded. The rest of these are not downloaded to the app. And I can filter up here the ones that are downloaded only, scheduled, in progress, and completed. Scheduled and in progress are on by default. However, if you're looking for something, let's say if you want to go back into the past and you want to go back and change something, or if you want to find something that was already completed, you can just hit the completed one, find those. And then at any time, you can hit these three ellipses on the right, and you can change the status of any kind of project to mark as completed, mark as in progress, or scheduled, or you can refresh it if you want to get a new uploaded, let's say if any of the work scope changes on the project management side. So, if you're ever in the field and you can't find something, maybe you just have the completed in your filter turned on, and then maybe if you just go to scheduled, and you'll find it. So we've had situations where people saying, hey, where's my where I have the project in the field looking for this project. Say, hey, make sure you got your filter to either scheduled or in progress, because sometimes it might not show up.
Yeah, sometimes, people find out that they maybe transpose some numbers like on a depth of water, and they've completed the project, and the project manager is like, hey, this is not, it's not, 91 feet to water, it's 19 feet to water, or depth to bottom of the screen or something like that. And so what they can do is, if they've already closed it out, they can actually open it up, go into the field app and edit and update that information, and it will update the whole system. So that's really what kind of, why you would want to get into a completed project, so you can go back into it and edit it.
Exactly. Yep. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so that's me. All right.
So the next up thing is going to be, it's in the reports functionality. It's substance names and aliases. So Russell, tell us about the options that people have changing substance names and creating aliases.
Yeah, so we had a client, and I'll just kind of tell you why we developed this. We had a client who had a project that had been going on for years. They'd actually changed labs a couple of times, and they were sampling for diesel range organics. But one lab would report the diesel range organics as DRO, or diesel range organics, and another one would call them TPHD, or maybe a lab would call TPHG as gasoline range organic. So different labs report different names and chemicals. Methyl tert butyl ether is another. Some labs put a hyphen between each word, some labs don't. And so when it gets populated into the system, those chemicals can actually be kind of identified, different names, and maybe you want to shorten methyl tert butyl ether to MTBE. So what we did is we created this function where you go into your settings, and down here at the bottom we show all the chemicals that are associated with your particular project. So everything you've ever uploaded, and what we allow you to do is have aliases. So for instance here, methyl tert butyl ether uploaded without hyphens. It's also been uploaded with hyphens. But what we want to do to report it is actually just call it MTBE. Same thing with methyl 2-methyl-naphthalene. It's a long word, or maybe I want to shorten trimethylbenzene. I can actually, here's I've shortened to 1,2,4-trimethylbenzene. So I can just shorten it so that it's just in my graphics, it's not this big long word. It takes up less space. Everyone knows what it is. And so you can see here I've shortened MTBE and 1,2,4-trimethylbenzene. I can just go back here to the reports, and you'll see that in the boxes here, it now shows everything kind of shortened, MTBE, just the way I want it. And so it just really allows you to do that. If I had one lab upload as TPHG, but I want it to be GRO, I would just put in that reporting box GRO, and that's what it's going to show from that point on. So it's really simple to use, and it really allows you to kind of customize the look and feel of your data box maps, and even your tables and those types of things.
Thanks, Russell. This is a great example of something that a client has specifically asked for, and we say, that sounds like a great idea, and we get it implemented in a pretty short time comparatively to when they ask us.
So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll have a regular scheduled, we call it a customer discovery meeting with all of our customers. Some of them opt in, some choose not to. But what we do is we ask them, is there any problems you could see, any things that you would like us to fix or tweak, or features you want us to add? And during those meetings, we take notes and we write them down. We document all of them, and then we, kind of prioritize them, and then eventually get them built and added into the platform. So
yeah. I can really really encourage you as users to develop that routine communication with Russell and the team, because it's really helpful for us. It's super helpful because we can continue to develop the product. And for you, you're getting functionality that you need fit for purpose for your jobs or for your clients. So please reach out to us if you want to do some routine customer interaction work. So let us know. What's next, Josh?
Take us home with Paul with our other sampling products that we have.
All right. Well, before I do that, I want to just kind of emphasize what Russell said. Is, you know, we have really a wide range of partners, not just existing users, but future users. And Russell talked about education, educators, and institutions. You know, we want to be available for you if you if you're doing work or project work and you're in academia, if you're at a college, university, or high school, please let us know. We'd be glad to support your projects and let you use our software to enable your work. We've talked a lot. Well, the Tuesdays, the Wednesdays are really set up the masterclass for ENV, which is a product that we just reviewed. Sample Log is something we'll be talking about in the future. That is, how do you integrate your field app with your laboratory? And the Sample Log app is something that helps us do that, working with laboratories and users. The last two are ones that we really co-developed with clients, and we're seeing much more of that. I think about this, Russell. We've been doing a lot of more co-development than probably we did last year and the year before, meaning that a client likes one of our products and they say, you know, we just like to tweak it a little bit or integrate it with our system or align it with our business model a little bit more. And so we will help them and develop a system for them. And so Sample H2O is a product that we developed with the local laboratory, so that makes it easier for them to put together primarily potable water testing kits, get them out in the field, get the local homeowner, building inspector, city person, take the sample and report their sample digitally. So that was something we co-developed with the lab, and several labs are using that. The last product, Sample SWR, again, has been co-developed with a company called Shield T3. And Shield T3 is doing COVID sampling in wastewater streams. And we continue to work with them to develop their product, both in the field and in the laboratory. So again, it really reflects how agile we want to be with these digital solutions. We have a couple of cornerstone products. Other ones, if you like what we have, great. We'll continue to work with you and modify it. If you think you need something different, we're certainly here to help you develop it. So our 4 products, any of those are available. And Josh, how do I get a demo on any of these if I want one?
It's easy. Just go to www.sampleserve.com, hit the schedule a demo at the top right, and you can sort by, you can just pick your app that you're interested in and click schedule a demo. You can schedule it on your own time.
How many clicks is that for a demo?
2 clicks.
2 clicks for a demo. Pretty simple.
I can't believe you said www though.
www.
No one says that anymore.
Don't forget the W's. Now, you can just put in SampleServe.com. It'll still take you there. Just keep in mind, guys, next week we will be going further into the laboratory sample log app as well. So if you're affiliated with any, if you work for a laboratory, make sure you join that, and we're gonna really tell you the integration levels that you can achieve with the sample log app.
All right, are we done?
I think we got it, guys. We're right on
All right.
time. Like to do it 20 minutes. Remember, share this with anybody, any friends or any family that you think would find this interesting. And make sure to always leave a comment in the chat too. We're gonna always keep an eye on this and answer questions. And it's great for the algorithms too. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, family reunion season is right. We're in the midst of it. So take this to your family reunion, show it to your family. That'd be great, huh?
Show it during halftime at the game. Who knows?
Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
All right. Thanks guys. We're gonna end right there.
All right.
See you next week.